But you said you were using multiple JavaScript trackers across like multiple applications. So I think there was like a CRM, internal tools, as well as your website. What challenges did you face to kind of like ensure that you had like consistent tracking across those, different platforms?
Yeah. So, yeah, like I mentioned, like, we started with the website being like, the major source of tracking data. Then, so we have like a lot of business use cases where we have to build funnels, and through this, through the different user IDs that we get. And since we have like, leads converting on our web pages, like, we can capture the real ID, the email address of the user. And later on, in our business, so the ones the lead is converting on the website and then ended up in the CRM. Then, since we know that the user ID is going to be same, so we also wanted to understand what's happening post conversion with the lead, like, how the lead is being taken care of, and what are the activities that are happening. So this was the initial idea that we that led us to implement tracking on our CRM tool itself. And yeah, so basically we started with the basic tracking setup there. And one thing that was commendable was, again, like, I'm pointing against towards the schema registry, because now we have already have, like, predefined set of schemas that we could use, so we didn't have to again build another pipeline. So we could basically use the schemata, but then basically we might have added a couple of updates to different schemas, but then we could make use of the existing ones. And as Ivan has pointed out, like, we have our website team built a small library on top of Snowplow that could be easily usable and scalable. So basically we just have to integrate that library into different internal tools and CRM. So now through these different integrations on multiple platforms, we have, like, one funnel. So we basically are able to understand, like, what user was doing on our website before conversion, and what is happening with the lead after conversion, and how different activities are being taken care of. So we have, like, one full user journey. And yeah, so that was the idea, and that's the business case at the moment.
Just to add to that, so I think the question touched specifically the topic of the JavaScript trackers implementation. So on that, so as also I mentioned, Murali mentioned, we have this ENV tracking library that is built on top of Snowplow, schema registry, and so on. So all the configurations of the tracker, they are part of that library, meaning that if you are two developers that work on different parts of the website, and usually you would not talk with one another, but you both need to implement tracking in your application, you would use that library and you would implement the tracking based on the components of the library, which already has the schema registry, which already has all the tracking configs and so on. So when we need to update the version of a JavaScript tracker from, I don't know, the not the latest one to the awesome latest one that was just released last week, we would do it once in the library that we built internally. We wouldn't need to update then different tracking implementations. I mean, that's a little bit of the juice that we kind of built already on top ourselves. But I think, yeah, those learnings, they are definitely also valuable while knowing and taking the decision.
Yeah, that's really awesome. And I think it's like a very like common pattern that we see with a lot of our customers is that they kind of use Snowplow as kind of like that core foundation, but then they kind of build this, custom tooling or infrastructure on top of Snowplow. And I guess it's like, you're breaking down silos, right, between like developers and different teams.